Okay guys, so I'm getting ready to show you how to customize your little tea light candles. So when doing this, you can buy regular white candles, but I go to the dollar store and I find them in every color. Actually, except for the black one and the orange one, all the others came in a pack together for spring. So they have those out there now. I got those at Dollar General. So they're just regular tea light candles. If you don't have these colors, that's fine. You can use regular white ones. So you just put them on a baking sheet and you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna put them into the oven just long enough so they can start to get soft and liquefy. And when you pull them out, you wanna have your ingredients ready. I have all my ingredients here ready that I'm gonna put into each candle. See how I have them already lined up. So I'm going to go ahead and put them in the oven, and then I will show you what they look like when I pull them out. Before you put them into the oven, pull the wicks up. You want them to be completely standing up, and you can use a toothpick or a chopstick or whatever kind of stick. You can go get a stick from outside, and just to stir this up, stir the wax up with the ingredients when you pull it out. But you want to have everything ready, because once you pull these out, they will cool and harden pretty quick. So have everything that you are going to put in these candles prepared. All right, come back in just a second. So before I put this into the oven, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what each candle is for and what I'm putting in it. In this white candle, I'm going to use this for my bedroom to help protect against nightmares and to just invite a peacefulness, happiness atmosphere, and also like a stress reliever. So I'm going to use some rosemary sprigs and some citrine. So rosemary helps against to protect you from nightmares. It also wards off evil, but it's also good for protection. And citrine is a very light and happiness crystal. It's good for abundance. It's probably the most powerful crystal for manifestation, and it also attracts energy and joy. So I'm gonna put that in here. I'm gonna go look upstairs to see if I have any rosemary oil. I think I do, and if I do, I'll put some of that in there. In this one here, the green one, I'm going to use these right here. I'm gonna use aventurine and some basil. So this is going to be for good luck, wishes, and money. So I'll put this one on my money altar. And basil is for good luck. It's for wishes. It's for protection, purification, love. It's a stress reliever. And green aventurine is also good for luck and great if you're looking for a job. You can carry that crystal with you or use it in any kind of spell. It's good with relationships, and it's also good with wealth. These are just some examples, and there are many other usage of all of these things that I'm telling you. I'm just telling you a few what I'm going to be using, like why I'm using that. So that's going to go in this green one. In this black one, I'm going to be using this here. The black I'm going to be using for protection. So of course I'm going to be using some sage. I'll just break some of that up. I'm going to use it for, the sage is for protection and for banishing. It's also good to dispel negative energy. And then I'm going to put some sage essential oil, which I have back there. And I'm going to use some of the turquoise chips. Turquoise is really good. It's a truth stone. It also enhances communication. It's also great for protection, strength, and it also is good for connection to the spirit world. But in this case, I'm going to use it for protection. And in this purple one, I'm going to use this amethyst crystal chips, and I'm going to use some lavender essential oil and some lavender buds. Now, again, this one's going to be really for peace and tranquility, clarity. So the lavender represents all of that peace, love, tranquility, all that I'm looking for. And of course, using the lavender oil just to enhance the strength of it and the smell. And then I'm using amethyst because amethyst is also a great stress reliever. And you can also use the stone to help create balance. In this orange one, I'm going to use this for my road opener. So here we have some tiger's eye and some yellow, that's a couple of yellow, help me now, rose petals. So I'm going to use an orange candle for the road opener, and yellow roses signifies happiness and new beginnings, and that's why I'm going to put that in there. Tiger's eye represents courage and strength and personal power, so that's why I'm putting it into my road opener. And last, this pink one here, I'm going to use some rose quartz chips and some rose petals, and that one is obviously going to be for love. You know, roses signifies love, romance, and it doesn't have to just be romantic. It could also be love for a friend, love for a sibling, you know, relative, not just romantically. So, or just inviting love or keeping love, rekindling love. You know, it's really a universal one for love, and it's however you place your intentions into it. So that's what I'm using for these. Now, again, you can make these candles and you can make it however you want. If you want to use a black one for hexing, you can put hexing things in there. If you want to use this, this purple one here, and you want to use it for something completely different, maybe like for spiritual awakening or psychic awakening, or, you know, awareness, I should say that, for your psychic, if you're doing a psychic reading and you want to do some, you know, keep candles burning while you're doing that, you definitely can use a purple one. So I'm just showing you here how you would use the layering effect. You would use the color candle and the things that correspond to what it is that you want from each candle. In this case, you know, I'm doing this for protection and from nightmares, and to keep, you know, my bedroom a happy place, free from stress that nightmares cause me. I'm keeping this green one for money and good luck and abundance. I'm doing this black one for protection. I'm doing this purple one for tranquility, peace, and clarity. And then this orange one for road openers, for jobs and wealth, careers. And this pink one for love. And that's going to be just to keep love going in my household. So I'm going to go ahead and melt these down, and then I'll show you what they look like once I start adding everything to it. Completely liquefied. That only took, I don't know, maybe about a minute and a half. I went ahead and preheated my oven. This smells so good because each of the candles are scented already. So let me go ahead and add the stuff. I'm going to go ahead and just have y'all watch as I'm doing this. So we're going to go ahead and go with the white one first. We're going to take the rosemary and just take a toothpick and make sure your wicks are up. Okay, this one came completely out, but no matter. This is for showcasing. Okay, so I'm going to show you what you can do in this case. Add a couple of citrine pieces in there. You only need just a couple because they're just chips, and we're not going to waste any of those. Okay, the second one I'm adding is for my money one. So I'm adding the aventurine. I keep saying adventurine. It's aventurine. Okay. Then I'm going to add some of the basil. Now, if you have this stuff powdered, you definitely can use this stuff powdered. I just like the way it looks with it, big pieces like that. But if you are going to use big pieces, you have to make sure and you watch it when you're burning it. Never leave anything that, especially that candles that you have dressed with oils or with any type of herbs or anything. Oh, I can't pick this up with my hooker now. Always watch it very, very good, because if not, that shit can catch on fire. Okay, so I'm gonna put some of just a couple of drops of the sage essential oil. Okay. Then my next one is the purple candle, which I'm using for tranquility, peace, all that. So I'm putting some amethyst. And I'm going to put a couple of drops of lavender oil. Okay, I'll get that in a second. I'm just moving kind of quick because they're starting to get, you know, they're starting to get hard. So let me get a little bit of lavender buds. You know, and it makes it really pretty too. So if you're putting these on your altar, but you know, just be careful and watch them. The next one is my road opener. So I'm going to put some turquoise. And if you have all of your stuff ready, this can go very, very smoothly. Oh gosh, we turned that phone off. Okay. Doesn't help that the other one in the other room is ringing. Okay, so I'm going to put some yellow rose petals in there. And it looks so pretty once it starts drying. Okay. And then this last one I'm going to do for love. And put in the rose chips in there. And then I'm going to take some of my rose petal and put that in there. And you can, you know, put however much you want of whatever. This is just for show, just showing you guys. Let me add a little bit more sage to this one. And of course, as they get hard, you know, the stuff sticks more to the top. So definitely can make them look really, really pretty. Now for my money one, I'm gonna put a little tiny pinch of coffee. Because you know, coffee does so well with money. And I have some rows of Jericho oil. So I'm definitely gonna put some of that in my money. Look at that. Dang, this heifer wants some. I sure do. Money is good, guys. Money is good. All right, let me show y'all what this looks like. It looks like as they are cooling. See how fast? They are cooling pretty fast. So pretty, right? So remember the purple one, well, the white one here is for my bedroom to help me with nightmares and protection and stress reliever. This green one here is for money, wealth, abundance. This black one I'm using for protection. This purple one I'm using for tranquility, love, peace into my home. This one here, the orange one is for a road opener, for a career, and the pink one is for love. So once they're all completely dry, I will show you what they look like in the end. Now in this case here, that when I fixed the wick came completely off. So what you can do in that case, if you have a wax burner, you know the ones that you burn the wax tarts on, you put the little candle in the bottom and the wax tart on top. Well, take the wax tart out of there, put a little tea light candle in the bottom to heat it up, and just put that right on top, because it'll burn. And when it burns, it'll smell so good. So you can definitely do that and not have that go to waste, since the wick is in the bottom. When I went to fix it, the whole wick came out. So that's just something that I do so I don't waste this. Anyway, I'll show you when it's all completely cool. everybody, here is what they look like. Aren't they absolutely beautiful? So pretty. So after they almost came to complete cool, I went ahead and added more of the crystal chips and a few more of, some of them I added a little more lavender buds and a little bit more sage and another sprig of the rosemary, because that one I'm going to be burning on top of my wax burner. And when the wax starts to warm up, it's going to make that smell from the rosemary. Oh, it's going to be so nice. Anyway, these are really fun to make. You can make these with your witchy friends. You can make these with your kids. Just have everything out and doing this little assembly like I did. That way you can get everything in there and you're not scrambling trying to find your ingredients. Have everything, write everything down, what you're going to do, or just do batches, like one whole batch of protection, one whole batch, if that's easier. But these are really great to have, so when you're going to do a spell, you don't have to pull everything out. You already have it already made in a candle. And they make great gifts, and they're so super easy to make, and they're so fun. And you're putting your intentions into each of these candles. It's no different than taking it to someone and having them dress and fix it. The good thing about this is that you are creating something yourself. You're putting your own magic into it, your own intention into it. And it really is fun. It's a really great way to get your witchy out. And like I said, I buy these they sell these at, like, if you go have any caves and they have a little shop there, they sell all those there for $1. They sell them in museums, they sell them on Amazon, and they also sell them in witchy shops. But I've paid no more than $2 for each one. I've even seen them at Michael's and stuff. So, but you just want to be careful that the crystals that you're getting are actual crystal chips and not some knockoff, because you know how they do sell things like that. So just be careful. And if you have a piece of raw crystal, you know, bang it up a little bit and get the little, you know, when you go and you buy crystals or raw crystals, you get a lot of little pieces. Save those, and you can use those to do things like this, or put them in your mojo bags, or put them in, you know, your sachets or your spell work, anything you want to do. But I just wanted to show you, it was super fun, super easy, and they're super effective. All right, guys, I hope y'all like this. As always, love you all and blessed be. Bye.